Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Prime Minister, sir.
Pleasure. Excellency, a pleasure. Welcome.
Thank you.
And, certainly a pleasure receiving you, your wife, and a member of your delegation. And I hope that your appointment signals a heightened level of cooperation between both our countries. I mean, we have enjoyed good relations now for several decades, and your country has assisted Antigua and Barbuda to build capacity in a number of areas and have given support to many initiatives. Most recent was the SIDS initiative, in which Ireland was actually the single largest donor. So we are very grateful, and we look forward to continued collaboration between both our countries. We have a long-standing history dating back centuries. You may be aware too that within the Caribbean, certainly here in Antigua and Barbuda, Montserrat, Antigua, and so on, you had quite a prominent Irish population. And I believe many of us can actually boast some Irish roots. In fact, there's a particular Irish family, the Lakes, who came to the Caribbean, and they have roots in a number of Caribbean countries, including Anguilla and here in Antigua and Barbuda. In fact, I have a maternal grandmother who was a Lake. So I'm saying this to say that our connections have been very close, very deep. And we're hoping that we can further the people-to-people exchanges to deepen our collaboration. And again, we'll be depending on you to ensure that we increase the level of cooperation between both our nations. We continue to collaborate on many issues of climate, various issues in the international fora. And we have also advocated for Ireland assisting us with various issues in the Caribbean, not only climate, but certainly the issue of de-risking, which has been a major issue for us. And even the classifications of many Caribbean countries as non-cooperative jurisdictions by the European Union. Those have been, issues affecting Antigua and Barbuda. And we continue to ask for assistance to help us to address these existential threats facing not only Antigua and Barbuda, but other Caribbean countries. And we certainly want to thank you for the various areas of training, capacity building. As you're aware, we now have University of the West Indies 5-Island campus here, and we think that there could be greater collaboration between our university and yours. We've gotten scholarships in the past. We're hoping we can enhance those scholarships. And as we get into deeper discussions after the media would have left, we can speak about how Antiguans and Barbudans can benefit from increased training and scholarships to attend universities in Ireland and other areas of cooperation, including enhancing trade between both our countries. So once again, I welcome you, and I certainly want to wish you a most successful tenure in office.
Well, thank you very much, Prime Minister, and thank you for taking the time to welcoming myself, my wife Mary, and my colleague Sharon here today. It's a great honour to be visiting you as Ireland's new ambassador to Antigua and Antigua and Barbuda, and it's really great to be here to meet with you and the colleagues earlier on. We consider this a very important relationship, Antigua and Barbuda, and we thank you for your support of Ireland and working together. And for the last 25 years in informal diplomatic ties, but over the last number of years, we in 2018 announced a new approach to foreign policy called Global Ireland, which was about expanding our presence in the world, expanding our engagement, and specifically we put a lot of energy around campaigning to have a seat on the UN Security Council, which we did. Ultimately, we were successful, and we appreciate the support of the small island developing states. In that campaign, we talked a lot about island nations, Ireland, and for example, Antigua and Barbuda. And when we became successful on it, we wanted to make sure that this wasn't just talk. How can we really deliver? So some of the areas we've done is launched a specific strategy for small island developing states, how Ireland will engage within that in the context of Global Ireland, and we've opened our office that Sharon is here. She's as the overall coordinator, and it's been very positive to bring that strategic focus to things. And then other particular areas, like you mentioned, the conference, which was a great success last year. We were very, very happy to support that. And in fact, in November of 2023, your foreign minister attended the Latin America Caribbean Economic Forum, which is an important area for us to talk about as well. So there's a number of specific areas of partnership that are good examples, but I think the challenge for us now is to continue that. And I will consider my role as Ireland's new ambassador to Antigua and Barbuda to really work with your team here, Prime Minister, and the people of Antigua and Barbuda to how we can develop those friendships more and those things. For example, you talk about like the people-to-people links that we have had a number of scholars come from Antigua to Ireland, and we'd like to develop that further.
Good.
And also areas around, we have a new program of micro project schemes that we would like to get to look to see how we can work together on some funding arrangements. And also we were talking about cultural, how we share our culture. And we will later this year launch a new exhibition called Entangled Islands, tells the story of Ireland and the Caribbean. And maybe we should have a panel around the Lake family and your own history now that you're officially on the team for Ireland as well. But we have a very deep and long history, and that will celebrate that through that exhibition. And we were talking just in our previous meeting with the colleagues around the idea of an Ireland Week. In fact, the Antigua and Barbuda's ambassador to Ireland, who's based in London, said, when you launch that exhibition, why don't we have an Ireland Week? So we're looking to see, maybe we could have, a week where we bring some musicians and dance and literature and film to really shine a spotlight on Antigua and bring international media here and so on to share, because myself and Mary have arrived here since Friday, and we've just had a wonderful experience.
Great.
The people have been fabulous. We went up to the lookout yesterday evening.
Oh, nice.
And we climbed the mountain to go up, and the trail up from the beach.
Oh,
and
great.
the music was there, the people, and so just the whole experience has been really